I'm Jambari Moreau, and the Las Vegas Aces are going through it. The fact that they've been able to compete with this New York Liberty team, but yet they are still losing is very telling. I mean, they've been doing their best to try and compete, but right now New York just looks like the better team. Then I'll say this: it's not too late for the Aces to win. I predicted them to win the series, but they've been getting pretty much outplayed this entire season. This entire series rather. In game one, the Aces put up a great fight. They lost by 10. Breanna Stewart went off, and they knew. I'm speaking about the Liberty. They knew that Las Vegas was going to come aggressive, and they answered the bell. Sabrina Ionescu has been playing on another level. Becky Hammond earlier this season said she's first team All WNBA, and you're a moron if you don't think she is. If you're picking two guards, it'd be hard not to pick Sabrina as your second guard. And that respectfully is in due respect to Enrique, who I believe is a better player. But Sabrina's season by far has been better. I mean, obviously she's on a more winning team. Even though she's playing with more impactful players, her impact as well, especially the way she's been playing against Atlanta, and especially the way she's been playing in this Las Vegas series. She put up 20 pieces in both games, and she was just putting on a masterclass in the pick and roll. She has just been able to have her way with the defense. And anytime you have Becky Hammond or Kelsey Plum looking like this in a middle of a playoff series, yeah, you know you're doing something right. So the fact that that has just been just phenomenal. I mean, Las Vegas Aces fans in general, their mood has just been on a downswing, and they've been looking like this. I thought this was funny, so I posted this mood with the Las Vegas. Shout out to Asia Wilson's leg sleeve. So a lot of people have been feeling the way for the same way that these Vegas Aces have been feeling, and it's tough. It's tough. So I want to get into this quote though from Becky Hammond. So shout out to Noah Dalzell for posting this. But let me put this quote up, and we'll hear from Becky's words. The whole league has been pissed off for the last 8 months, and my players are in commercials and this and that, and being freaking celebrities. You get distracted from Becky Hammond actually instead. So let's hear.
Team in that moment. And just related to this is a two-time defending championship team. This is a team that obviously knows what it needs to do. Why is it not happening on this in a way it didn't in either 22 or 23 playoffs?
Well, quite frankly, we haven't had the edge all year. We found it the last month. I feel like we've gained a lot of ground, but the feel was different from the jump. And this is why three-peating is hard. Let's be real. Like, the whole league has been pissed off for the last 8 months, and my players are in commercials and this and that and being freaking celebrities, and you get distracted. That's why it's hard, because human nature is distracting. And conversely, you think about the Spurs. I do all the time, the Spurs with the Miami Heat. They lose a absolute heartbreaker in Miami off a basic thing, offensive rebound, kick out three. They should have walked away with the title that year. They lost it that year. The next year they came back. They came back with so much drive, so much discipline, so much focus that there was no way somebody was beating them in 2014. I mean, that ball was popping, but they took a huge loss. Liberty took a huge loss last year. And I liken it to that a little bit, where they had it, they felt like they had it, and we walked away with it. I did think we were the better team, but we were dealt a really freaking tough hand last year in the finals, losing Chelsea and Kia. So I'm sure they feel like something was stolen a little bit. At the end of the day, in 2 years, we've won here one time, Game 4. Other than that, they've kicked our ass.
So these are some of the commercials in question. Obviously, the CarMax commercials where you have Sabrina and Asia. And I want to get to some of her comments, but Becky Hammond just was not happy. about this game. Here she is trying to fire up her team, and obviously she's riled up. But this is not it. Here she is trying to talk to KP and get her players, engaged in the game. Here she is speaking with the rest of the team, trying to get them fired up, asking them what was that, and again, she is not pleased. She is not pleased. But to get into some of her comments, she's completely right about the New York Liberty. Sabrina spoke about it as well, and just to paraphrase, she spoke about what they learned from last year and how they can get better next year, this season, and compete against the Las Vegas, because they do feel like that title should have been theirs. So, and New York's always been starving for a chip. Playing in New York and Barclays has always been difficult. So it's a lot of the things she said is true. So Las Vegas, they really just got to win one game and protect their home court. Again, I had them winning in 5 to begin. I think they are going to get a game in New York, and they got to get one. So it's going to be tough. I want to see what Becky Hammond's team responds with, because, again, they're back in Game 3 in Las Vegas, Game 4 in Las Vegas. These are 2 must-win games. They got to get it done. What are your thoughts on Jabari Moreau?